Okay, now you're married for 17 years.
Yes.
He was a priest before.
He was a priest before I met him, yes.
Okay, but he exited the priesthood. There's a proper way to do that, an improper way to do it. He
Right.
went through the process to extricate himself from that
Right.
with their blessing, correct?
Yes.
So I'm trying to understand how this came about. You say that Pete lied about wanting to leave you before he met Lori in 2011, because he says that he wanted to get out of this marriage before he ever met her.
Those are all lies.
That's what I'm saying. You say that's a
Yes,
lie.
Those are all lies.
Okay.
When it talks about we live separate, no, not at all. We were still man and wife. He was still in my bed.
You two were still intimate?
Yes.
And as far as you knew, you were still a couple. You were
Yes.
still husband and wife, still having
Yes.
sex, still intimate?
We had our moments, as all married couples do, as all families do, and anytime I questioned, well, maybe we could go talk to a counselor, because he had been to strip bars, he had picked up hooker, he would tell me, you can't go to your doctor, you can't go to our priest, I can't go to any counselor in driving distance, because they're all referral sources. I lived under a gag order because he would tell me I would be risking the roof over my own children's heads.
He had already confessed to you that he had been involved with strippers and hookers?
He would occasionally confess, he messed up, please forgive me, I love you, I was under a lot of stress. My pregnancies were very difficult. I would do my best to meet Pete's needs, and I would spend the rest of the night on the couch because I would be too disturbing for him to rest because I was restless.
What do you mean he would occasionally confess that? How does that come up occasionally? Oh, by the way,
Something would be bothering him, but the time that it really came up was I got a bad yeast infection that would not go away. And I went to the doctor. Doctor said, okay, we'll run some tests. And the doctor's nurse, kidding, I don't need to run a bunch of STD tests, do I? And I jokingly said, not unless there's something I need to kill my husband for that I don't know about. I went home. Pete came home from work late that night. I told him what had happened. A few hours later, he broke down and said, you need to get the doctor to run those tests.